Welcome to Flash Tutorial 20, Go to Random Frame. I'm going to start a new FLA. Keeping action script 3. The width is 550, height 400. I have a white background, keeping all that. Calling this layer action script as in AS. And open the actions panel. Mine's right here. If you don't have it docked here, go up to window and click action and it will open. And we're going to type in this code. Type. Going to start off by making what's called a variable, VAR. That turns purple. I'm calling it frame num, FRAM NUM, capital F, capital N, colon, INT as integer. INT, small I, that turns blue, semicolon. Now, if I didn't put this stage function here, this on enter frame, I would only generate one number. So I'm just going to show you that. I'm going to highlight this out, comment it out, comment this out. Oh, I don't want to comment this out here for a minute. Just want to show you something first, and then we'll talk about it. Right here, I just got this integer, and I'm going to create a number. I'm just showing you. And if I do that, test movie test, all I see is a number, 3. Nothing else happens, so that's not really what I want. So let's go back to this. I'm just going to do a bunch of undos here. Undo. There. So we got this line. Now we're going to do stage, STAGE, small s, that turns blue, period. Add event listener, small a, capital E, capital L, that turns blue if it's spelt right. Open bracket, event, EVENT, capital E, turns blue, period. Enter underscore frame, all uppercase capital letters. Enter underscore frame, comma, and I'm calling it ent frame, ENT, capital E, FRAME, capital F. Call it anything you want as long as it doesn't turn colors. Close bracket, semicolon. Here's the function, FUNCTION, turns purple. Copy this ent frame, the name of the function, and paste it in. Open bracket, E, small e, colon, event, copy event, paste it in, capital E, turns blue. Close bracket, colon, void. Here's the open curly bracket for this function, and as you start typing, you'll get this closed curly bracket for this function. And inside this function, we're going to take that integer variable we made called frame num, paste it in here, equals math period random, capital M, small r, that will turn blue. That's going to generate a random number for us. Open close bracket, multiply, that's the asterisk, the uppercase of the number 7. 4 plus 2, semicolon. The smallest number it's going to generate is a 2. The bigger number it's going to generate it, the biggest will be 2 plus this number minus 1. So 2 plus 4 is 6 minus 1. So it's going to generate numbers between 2 and 5. 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's what this does for us. Trace, TRACE, turns blue. Open bracket, frame num. That's that variable again. Close bracket, semicolon. And this is the closed curly bracket for this function, which may already be here. Now, we're going to generate a number many times and many times and many times. 24 of them a second, as a matter of fact, and there they are. And you can see there's 2s, 3s, there's 4s and 5s. There's no 1s, nor are there anything above 5s, no 6s. Okay, so far so good. Now we got to do something to make that frames. I'm back on my actions panel, and we're going to go in here, right here. And we're going to type some code. Type. It starts off button 1 underscore BTN. we're going to make a button called button 1. We haven't done that yet. Period. Add event listener. You can come down here and copy this add event listener and paste it in. Open bracket, mouse event. That means it has something to do with the mouse. Capital M, capital E. That turns blue. Period. Click. Click is all uppercase capital letters. C-L-I-C-K. Comma, and I'm calling this function start, S-T-A-R-T, with a capital S. Close bracket, semicolon. Now we're going to write the function, F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. It's called start. You can copy start and paste it in. Open bracket, event, E-V-E-N-T, turns blue, colon, mouse event, capital M, capital E, or you can just copy this mouse event and paste it in. Close bracket, colon, void, V-O-I-D, turns the same color as function. And there's an open curly bracket for this function. And right after this open curly bracket, put a couple enters. And when you do, you get this closed curly bracket come in. If not, you're going to have to put it in. Click here and type this. Type, type, type. Go to and stop. Small g, small t, capital A, capital S, turns blue. Open bracket, frame num. That's that number we're generating. Close bracket, semicolon. And there's the closed curly bracket for that. So now go up here, put a couple enters. Come down here, and this line of code, right-click, copy it. Just copy it, don't cut it, just copy it. Click here, paste it in, so we generate that number. And I want to also copy this trace line, right-click, copy that, and paste it in here. Now, instead of erasing this, to keep it, click here, go all the way up to there, and right here this little window, it says apply block comment. Click on that, and you see it puts a /* here and an */ here, so this is not read by the computer. Now when this runs, it's not going to go over and over and over. Something's only going to happen when we press this button. So now let's make this button. Copy this name, right click, copy it. Go back to the timeline, lock this layer, insert a layer, click on the actions layer, drag it to the top, call this button, B-U-T-T-O-N. Come over here to the rectangle or oval tool. If you have an oval or a circle, you're alright. If not, click there and pick up an oval. Just up here in the corner, shift, there's an oval. The color is based on here. If you wanted to have a stroke around the outside of it, you could click here and pick up a stroke when you've done it, but I'm going to go with that. Pick up my selection tool, highlight it, right click on it, convert it to a symbol, make sure button is selected, and paste in that name we copied. Close it, open the properties panel, there's that button we just made, and paste that name again. Now, we're telling it to go to frames. In here, we're telling it to go to whatever frame number between 2 and 5, so let's make those frames. Make sure all your layers are locked. Select the button layer, insert a layer. Just call this frame, F-R-M-N-U-M, as in frame numbers. Click on frame 2 right here. Insert blank keyframe. Open your text box tool right here. Click on it. Open the properties panel. And I want this to be classic text. That's okay. There's your drop down menu for that. I want this to be static text. Times New Roman, always what I like to use. Times New Roman. Right there. And click embed right here. Click embed. Upper, lower, numbers, and punctuations. Okay. And we can leave it that size, 42 each. That's all right. And here, make a box. Make a box. And in that, put a 2. So that's number 2. Come down here. insert keyframe. Come up here, double click on it, make it a 3. That's frame 3. Come here, right click, insert keyframe. Double click, make it a 4. And here, insert keyframe. Make it a 5. And we're almost ready to start. Go back to the action script right here. And if I just leave it like it was, it would just jump right and keep going through these, loop through these frames. So we got to stop it here. So open your actions panel, go up to the very beginning with your arrow keys, and then an enter, up with 2, a couple times go up and stop. S-T-O-P, open, close bracket, semicolon. I'm going to format my right here. And usually if you can get away with that, you don't have any obvious errors. So let's test it. Control, test, movie, test. I generated a 3. So when I press this button, I should jump to frame 3. That worked. Let's do it a couple times. Control, test, movie, test. I generated the 4. And I go to 4. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learned.